Hi, it's Sean, the Fluency Awesomeizer. This is Decoding Multi-Syllabic Words, episode 117. A lot going on in this episode today. I have 5 words I want to review, but before we get started, I want you to get ready to read a passage I've written. I want you to read it right out loud to whoever you're there with. Definitely click pause, put a stop to the show so you have plenty of time to read it. All right? Get ready to click pause, read this right out loud. All right, were any of those words tricky to read? Keep watching. If so, in this episode, I'm going to review these 5 words from that passage and show you some strategies and some information you might want to recall next time you're stuck on these words or words like them when you're reading independently. First, a reminder of the fable, The Tortoise and the Hare, and the moral, slow and steady wins the race, which is excellent advice when you do come to big, unfamiliar words when you're reading independently and you get stuck. Right? You think of these words as races. There is a finish line, and if you read like the hare, you might want to get to that finish line first. You'll tend to zip through big words like this. Mistakes can easily happen that way, but if you read like the tortoise, you take it slow and steady, all right, that patience is definitely going to help improve your ability to decode them. Very important when you're reading independently. All right, keep it in mind, let's practice. This word I think is really tricky, all right? And the hare might think it says ringing. There is an N and a G in this word, but the G comes first in this word, all right? And there's a strange vowel pair, EI. What do you do with that? Is it, well, some words start with re. Is this re-igning? No, that's not a word. Tricky word. This is raining. Yeah, raining. It's a verb. The root word is rain, which is a verb, but also a noun. And rain is strange because that G, you can consider that G as a silent G, right? Rain, and the EI is making a long A sound like rain. Right? So rain originates in Old French. We get that word from an Old French. Before modern French, there was an Old French. Reine, meaning a kingdom. Right? Oh, bonjour, Monsieur King. Oh, the crown is too big for your head. Ta tête, much better, très bien. Regnum, that word comes from the Latin word regnum, which is rule or kingship, and that G is a hard G, regnum, you hear it. But the Old French word rain came from that Latin word, and the G is now silent, and the EI is making that long A sound, rain. We see it a lot. Number 8, it's a really hard word to spell and read. That EI is making a long A, and the GH is silent. And then way, you don't hear the GH, the EI is making an A. 2 really tricky words. And rain, here comes another tricky word. Still means to rule, all right? It also means a period of rule, which there's some places still have kings and royalty, but most often reign's used when you're talking about sports, like champions of any sporting event. Reign, so put ing, and you can say the reigning champions of whatever sport. Here's another word from that passage. Looks like it starts with rain, Your Majesty. Is it rain knit or knighting? Rain knighting? It doesn't sound right. A lot of words start with re. Is it reigniting? Oh yeah, it's reigniting. Tricky word to read. So reigniting is a verb. The root word is ignite. The origin of ignite is the Latin word ignus. That's the Latin word for fire, ignus. And that G, you hear it. It's hard G sound, ignus. That was the origin for the Latin word ignitus, meaning to set on fire. Don't play with matches. And you can see from that Latin word where we get the word ignite in English with a silent E at the end. Put re in front, you have reignite, where you ignite again. And put ing on the end of reigniting. It's not that simple. It looks a little strange there, that spelling. That's because words that end with silent E, you put a suffix on like ing, you're going to have to drop that E. And now we have reigniting. So it's a spelling rule to remember about silent E's at the end. Reigniting. There used to be that I's long because there was an E there. All right, another tricky word from that passage. If the hare comes along to this word, hare might think it says reelingment. Right? It does look like it starts with real, but it's not ling. The G again comes before the N. It's easy to switch those 2 letters, especially in really big words, like in unfamiliar words like this one. All right, there's ment at the end, so a lot of words start with re. You recognize this is a word, you recognize it. What do we remember about G's again? They can be silent. Yeah, this is the realignment. That is a noun realignment. The root word is align. And that G in align is silent. You don't hear it, align. And that's because it is also an old French word we have in English, or at least the origin is an old French, where the G is silent. Aligner, aligner means to set in a line, right? To get your ducks in a row. Aligner, you can see where we get it, align in English. Still means the same thing, but you can also think of a line as to give support to something. Like if you're a dog lover, you might get in a line and align yourself with dog lovers. If you're a cat lover, you might get in a line with cat lovers and align yourself with cat lovers. So to realign, put that prefix, let's say, you know, I was a dog lover. I think I'm a cat person now. You've realigned yourself with cats. Realign, put the suffix ment on the end, realignment. A big word to read or spell. It helps sometimes when you're spelling to think of words as blocks. They're, like this word has a prefix, a root word, and a suffix, realignment. Another word here from the passage starts with lig. And there I can see gamement. Is this ligament? No, it's ligament. Ligament is a noun. Origin of ligament is the Latin word ligare. Ligare means to tie or bind, which was the root of the Latin word ligamentus. Ligamentus is a band, like a rubber band. And you can see where we get the word ligament in English. And ligament is actually something that holds or ties your bones together. All your bones are held together with ligament. Any mammal with bones has ligaments holding their bones together. Ligament, that's a scientific word. Speaking of scientific words, adren, adren, that's a dren. It's not a dern, all right? Easy to confuse R's. R's can move around, especially if you're reading like the HARE. Adren, align, adrenaline. Yeah, adrenaline's a noun. It's a hormone in your body, adrenaline. And you might be familiar with an adrenaline rush from cool sports like surfing, or I don't know, a big hairy spider. That's adrenaline when you see scary spiders, if you think they're scary, that is. And adrenal is the root word of adrenaline. That's a Latin word we have in English, adrenal. And it's anything to do with your kidneys. That was the meaning in Latin. Well, you have kidneys in your body. There's those organs that you have in your body, and they're shaped like beans, right? And you have adrenal glands as another, considered an organ in your body, and they lie on top of your kidneys, kind of like this hat on top of this jelly bean. And adrenaline was discovered by the scientist Jokichi Takamine in 1901. And when he discovered it, he needed a name, so he took adrenal and put the INE on the end to make it like a chemical word, adrenaline. It's pronounced adrenaline now. It looks like adrenaline with that silent E, but you know, that silent E doesn't work on that I. It's adrenaline, but it does have an E at the end. Adrenaline. All right, that's it for today's lesson. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook for more decoding videos like this one. Tell a friend, a family member, or a teacher about me. Spread the good word. That'd be great. I'd appreciate it. On my Facebook page, there is a photo album full of reading challenges I've written to help you continue practice decoding those big words at home, which will definitely awesomize your fluency. Hope you enjoyed the video. Come back and see me soon. Bye.